Good afternoon and welcome to ICU TV Lunchtime News. We'll take a look at the stories making headlines. Zambia sets to conclude IMF program eyes new economic reforms. Zambia Army mourns fallen Peacekeeper. RPA Zambia Police sign radiation safety MOU. In international news, Saudi Arabia to open stock markets to all foreign investors from February 1st. And in our sports news, Kelvin Kapumbu, Konkola Blade part ways by mutual consent. With the news in details, my name is Ruth Nirongo. Government is set to conclude its current International Monetary Fund extended credit facility program this month after successfully implementing it without major disputation. Minister of Finance and International Planning Dr. Stumbeko Msokotwane and Bank of Zambia Governor Dr. Dani said the program has contributed to economic stability and improved confidence in the country's microeconomic framework. They noted that Zambia will immediately begin engagement with the IMF on the successful agreement to guide the next phase of reforms. The proposed program will prioritize growth-oriented reforms, investment, mobilization, and inclusive economic opportunities, while also addressing outstanding debt restriction commitments.
The government of the Republic of Zambia says Zambia is closing its current IMF program from a position of strength after completing it without the disruptions that have affected similar programs in the past. Speaking in Lusaka, Minister of Finance and National Planning, Dr. Stumbeko Msokotwane, alongside the Bank of Zambia Governor, Dr. Deni Kalyalia, confirmed that Zambia will conclude the Extended Credit Facility ECF program this month and immediately begin engagement on a successor arrangement with the International Monetary Fund.
I wish to emphasize that progress attained has strengthened fiscal and external buffers, meaning that the country's ability to respond to shocks like disasters has improved. It also goes without saying that the progress has substantially underpinned Zambia's external debt restructuring.
Under the program, a record, the minister said, is uncommon, both globally and of course in Zambia's own history with IMF arrangements.
Zambia is fantastic. You know, everything grows above the surface. Under the surface, you have everything. Very youthful population. I go to school, 80 kids in a tiny room, all of them eager to learn. And if we are to have that money to flow into Zambia with good governance, what a fabulous story this will be.
The minister explained that the stability now being seen in inflation, the exchange rate and foreign exchange availability is directly linked to reforms implemented under the IMF-supported program. Now, in simple terms, the IMF program Zambia is closing as a stabilization plan. It was created to fix 3 problems.
The Zambian Army is mourning the death of Sergeant Banda Ali, who died on 29 December 2025 after a short illness while serving on the United Nations Peacekeeping Mission in Central African Republic. His remains arrived in Lusaka at Kenneth Kaunda International Airport on Tuesday night, where they were received in a solemn ceremony by senior military officers. Commander Zambia Army Lieutenant General Godfrey Chongo described the loss as a painful and deeply felt, noting that Staff Sergeant Banda died while serving the cause of peace. He extended heartfelt condolences to the bereaved family, assuring them of the Army's support during the difficult times. Minister of Defense Permanent Secretary Mr. Mambo Hamaudi said the late soldier's dedication brought honor to both the Zambian Army and the nation, adding that his death reflects the sacrifice made by Zambian troops serving in peacekeeping mission abroad. Staff Sergeant Banda, who joined the Zambian Army in 2012, was trained at Lukanga Recruits Training Center and later served in Corps of Armor. He will be remembered for his commitment to duty and service to peace. The Radiation Protection Authority has signed a Memorandum of Understanding with the Zambian Police Service aimed at strengthening radiation safety, nuclear security, and environmental protection. The agreement, signed at Lilai Police Training College, will promote joint education and training programs in radiation protection, safety, and security. Speaking during the signing ceremony in Lusaka, Executive Director Dr. Bosta Siwila said the MOU will also support the establishment of the Nuclear Security Support Center and enhance collaboration, research, and related initiatives. Dr. Siwila added that the partnership is expected to play a key role in protecting citizens and environment from the harmful effects of radiation. In a separate remarks, Inspector General of Police Musamba said the collaboration will strengthen cooperation in areas such as building management and consultancy services, adding that the MOU will encourage sustainable and cost-effective management practices for both institutions. We'll take our first break. Coming up is international and sports news.
Welcome to the Zambia Research and Development Center, an institution dedicated to national development through capacity building and community development. Established in 2007 by a group of professionals and lecturers, ZRDC has since become a hub of research and innovation in the country. Registered with the Ministry of Home Affairs under the Registrar of Societies, ZRDC pursues cutting-edge Zambian citizens can pursue education at credible universities in Zambia with guaranteed prospects of joining the ZRDC research community. ZRDC engages in industrial and technological research, covering research development and innovative investigations to drive dynamic industrial development at national and regional levels. Join us at the Zambia Research and Development Center as we continue to innovate, empower, and shape a brighter future for Zambia. ZRDC, fostering innovation and capacity building for national development.
Thank you for staying with us. And in our international news, Saudi Arabia has announced that it will open its stock market to all foreign investors starting February 1st, ending long-standing restrictions that limited access to markets. The move part of Border's economic reform aimed at attracting more international investment. The announcement triggered a strong rally on the Saudi Stock Exchange and also boosted other markets across the Gulf region, reflecting positive investors' confidence in the reform. Foreign ownership of Saudi equities has now risen about $157 billion, showing growth global interest in the kingdom's capital market and economic outlook. African investors are also closely monitoring the development as the market opening presents new opportunities for portfolio and increased capital flows between Saudi Arabia and emerging economies. We'll take a short break. Coming up is sports news.
The Information and Communications University is driving the thrill for the nation in research and development. Enroll now for full-time and distance programs in the School of Engineering, Humanities, Business and Education. To apply, visit our website at www.icuzambia.net or call us on +260 211 221 662 or 0966 342 359. Sponsorship is available. Enroll now.
Welcome back, and now in our sports news, Chipolopolo midfielder Kelvin Kapumbu and Konkola Blade have mutually agreed to terminate their contracts. The Zamb Foot crew has learned Kapumbu joins the Chililabombwe-based side at the at the start of the current season in a high portfolio move from Zanaco. The separation came just half a season into the partnership, with both parties reportedly agreeing that parting ways is the best option at the stage. However, the specific reason behind the decision has not been made public. Kapumbu's next destination remains unclear, but he is recently spotted at Sun City Stadium during a friendly match in Zanaco-hosted Kafue Celtic. Speaking speculation about the possible return in Lusaka-based clubs. The midfielder rejoined Zanaco in October 2024 after previous spell at Zanaco United and Israel's side Tikavu, bringing significant top flight and international experience to any club he may join next. That sports item brings us to the end of our lunchtime news. But before we go, let's take a look at the stories that made headlines. Zambia says to conclude IMF program, eyes new economic reforms. Zambia Army mourns fallen Peacekeeper. RPA Zambian police sign radiation safety MOU. In our international news, Saudi Arabia to open stock markets to all foreign investors from February 1st. In our sports news, Kelvin Kapumbu Konkola Blade part ways by mutual consent. Thank you so much for watching. For more news update, do watch our 20 hours news. Good afternoon.